3 days off. We're on an 18 show run now. I think this is show 10 of 18 shows in a row, and so it's been grueling, but it's also been a lot of fun. You know, the crowd reactions, the passion for the new record. It's just been, it makes it all worthwhile.
Well, so you're like the injured athlete that has to go out and perform and be a star.
Yeah.
You gotta get. This is like the middle
First
of
string. We need you. Get out there.
This is the fourth quarter drive. It's the bottom of the ninth.
You know, management's asked. You know, they asked me to cancel a couple of shows, and I just, you know, I asked, how's the crowd in there? You know, is it, you know, they're like that. They're going crazy for us, and so I can't say no to that. You know, I feel too. I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to be able to live life as an artist and to be able to perform music, and so. You know, it's worth it for me to get out there and push it a little harder, even when maybe some others wouldn't.
And you're right now probably, is it almost halfway through the Rise, Rebel, Resist tour? Or
we're in the last.
In the last part here.
In the last part, we have 9.
So you're in the home stretch.
8 shows left. Yeah.
Awesome. It's tonight at Studio 7. Details are online. TheMonkey1049.com. Bury Your Dead is playing as well. Big fans of those guys. You guys are on Victory, which has a ton of our favorite bands as well. And coming from the last label, and I guess what the band's position or kind of statement is, do you find it to be a little bit, I don't want to take anything away from it, kind of hard to walk an established line from a label that tries to make decisions for you or try to set you up with different things? Or is that kind of the band's thing, is kind of been doing their own and being independent? And
well, we've never really encountered that with any label we've been on. One of the things that feel very lucky is that the people that believe in us, that want to make records with us, believe in
what you stand for,
my artistic instincts, right. and they know what they're getting, you know, and so I've never really run into that before. Victory's a great label, and they have certain principles that they stand for, and I find that very appealing, and I respect it quite a bit, because there's not many people in the corporate world that still have principles, and Victory definitely does, and that starts at the top with the president, Tony Brummer.
Awesome. Actually, the lead singer of Aiden, also on Victory, said the same. Local Boys as well, said the same thing, that it was just like a really fun family to be a part of.
It is.
The new record, Smash Control Machine, out and available everywhere. We've been spinning pretty hard. The 2 singles as well. We love it. Rise, Rebel, Resist, obviously being the most recent. Tell me about the new record, the award that you're up for. Oh,
the GLAD award. It's GLAD is I guess they have a
media awards.
Media awards, and we're up against we're up for most outstanding music artist, up against
I'm reading it. Brandy Carlisle, Lady Gaga, Gossip, and Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, of all people, yes. Yeah. And I think it's I guess it's to recognize people that have worked hard for and spoken out for human rights and equal rights and marriage equality.
Did you get expected at all? Like when you got the phone call and they said, "Hey, by the way, you're up for an award against Lady Gaga and Adam Lambert." Like,
not even.
Are you a fan of any of them, or?
I will say that I'm a fan. I don't really know the music so much, but I'm definitely a fan of Lady Gaga's art. I think that what she does is quite courageous in that world, in that pop world.
It's
where
bold. I'll give her that.
I mean, really, you know, it seems like in that particular genre of music, people don't really like different. They don't really like things to be that sort of daring. So I do commend her for that, and I'm a big fan of Annie Warhol, which obviously she is too. So that's one. Maybe that's another one.
Again, Otep in studio. It's the Monkey1049. The show is tonight at Studio 7. We're streaming webcam as well, so go ahead and we can just turn it so you're a little more front and center. You can wave to everybody who's watching.
Oh yeah, I got the best spot for the webcam, because I'm maybe like a hand or just an elbow or something. It's perfect.
True face for radio. First time I heard Otep, I remember I was in a small town as a kid, and I heard the Ozfest sampler and was completely blown away. Now, tell me what it was like to kind of the experience of being relatively new, young band, and then just being thrown straight into the wolves, just going to Ozfest.
Yeah, Ozfest is no joke.
By Sharon herself.
Sharon herself, yeah. I never thought I'd be in music. I mean, I didn't think that I would ever be a singer. I had no ambitions to be in music at all. I'm very glad it happened, though.
Yeah, everyone's listening. No ambition is the key to success.
Right, that's right. But what I did is I thought I was an illustrator, you know, and a writer. So I thought maybe that's where my artistic path would lead me. And I was invited to Ozfest 2000, I think, with a friend, And I was watching this band, and I can't remember their name, but they were just completely horrible, and they were being just completely rude to their fans and to the women in the audience. And I just thought, well, I can do that. You know, I mean, so I told my friend, I said, I'm going to be here next year. And he's like, what are you talking about? You know, because I'd written some spoken poetry stuff. I knew rhythm and all that, but I'd never done anything with live music. And
much less hard music, heavy music.
Aggressive music, yeah. And let's see, that was 6, and then a few months later, I'd put a band together. And then after 4 shows, just an unsigned local band in Los Angeles, California, playing the Sunset Strip. 4 shows later, we were signed to Capitol Records.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. Now, based on the way things are now, obviously, like I said earlier, it's a politically fueled, it's a charge, it's a conscious movement. Based on the way things have been from when this record was put out in August 2009, correct? Then now that the new administration is through, some things are changing, things are shaking up. Is that changed the direction of where the band's going for the next record, or has a lot of it been written?
You know, I think, you know, when the Bush-Cheney crime family were in office, they gave me a definite enemy, a definite target. I mean, they stood for everything that I think is wrong with the world and with America. So I had someone that I could actually see and build a much rage around, and now it's sort of blended out into a much more hazy idea of really being it's the citizens against the establishment. I am a fan of I'm a liberal. I'm not a Democrat. I think that's with common sense sensibilities. But
and it gets pigeonholed way too easily.
Indeed, and but I understand. You know, politics is a game, and things have to be played, and it's chess, and you have to be Michael Corleone at the same time. You have to be Julius Caesar at the same time. You have to be Jesus Christ. You know, you have to be all these things, balancing. Since the new administrations came in, I've been. I think the Republican Party's reacted exactly how I thought they would, in a complete and utter state of bafflement and panic. So they resort to the lowest common denominator. Fear, and I think the Democrats finally found their spine. I think that which was very pleasing just recently, as of a couple of days ago when they passed the healthcare reform. I'm not as satisfied with President Obama on his stance on equal rights for gays and lesbians in this country. He is commander-in-chief. He doesn't need any sort of act from Congress to stop Don't Ask, Don't Tell. We're losing amazing soldiers because of the simple fact of who they are, who they're born with. And what are they going to say? The people who are left-handed can't serve, people that have brown eyes can't serve, people who have freckles can't serve. One of the pilots that protected New York City after 9/11, he's one of the most decorated Air Force pilots we've ever had, was discharged after 20-some-odd years of service because he was outed as being a gay man. Lieutenant Dan Choi, who's been making the news recently, is a graduate of West Point. He's also a decorated soldier. He was a leader of his unit.